Okay, welcome to episode 3 of our Quickie review, this time featuring the 4,740 foot cube, the 47, let me back up and start over. The 4,740 cubic foot PS hopper car from Athearn Ready to Roll. As you can see, this is one of the 3 cars, and we'll pan the camera up and let you see the other 2 cars that are in the 3-pack. These cars are available as a single car and as a 3-pack. And as the taping of this video, there are only 2 road names that are available, both as a single car and as a 3-pack. That is the Reading and Northern and Pillsbury. Those are the only 2 road names as of the taping of this video that Athearn has in both a single car offering and a 3-pack offering. So anyway, with that being said, let's get started with the review. First off, thanks to everybody who watches and subscribes and comments and enjoys the videos. So with that being said, we will get started with the review. These cars started life as a blue box kit back in the day, and as a matter of fact, I have a blue box kit right here. We will bring it around just like that. There she is. There's the old Athearn blue box kit of the same hopper car. We'll move that out of the way so you can kind of get a look at them right there. And over the years, Athearn refined the tooling on these cars, cleaned up some of the molded, some of the castings that they did to these cars. We'll say probably about the mid 2000s or so, early to mid 2000s, this became a ready to roll car. I don't know the exact year this car joined the ready to roll line. Somebody out there might know. But anyway, they have done a lot of things, kind of clean the castings up on these cars. And we'll take a look at this here as we go along. I'll just take a look at some of the improvements on this car. And first off, we'll push the car up like this, and you see just how freely these roll. I mean, look at that. I mean, that's another really free rolling, just like the Value Trains car we reviewed in the last episode. So anyway, we'll take a look here, and we will bring this up here, and we'll start with the trucks. Right there, there is a look at the 100-ton trucks with the 36-inch metal wheels. That, of course, makes this car so free rolling. And you also notice we have a McHenry coupler. We'll talk more about the McHenry couplers in a minute. I'll save that for later. But anyway, you can see some of the other separately applied details. We have the brake cylinder, the brake valve, and a couple other little separately applied details, as well as the brake wheel. And of course, over here on the other end, we have nice clean lines here of the other end. And then, of course, we have the bays, what they call the bays. I mean, this is a 3-bay hopper car, as they call it. And these are essentially the chutes where they unload the grain into bins. And you can see, really, they cleaned up the castings on these cars quite a bit. Made the details much finer. So, car looks good. I mean, flip it over like that and let you look at the underside. Of course, the couplers are clipped on using metal clips. So then, of course, we'll tip it over and let you look at the roof. This car has no, even though it is a ready to roll car, it has no brake lines, brake line hoses, none of the piping, no freestanding grab irons. And so, and actually, that's not a bad thing. As I said before on the Value Trains video with their car, that's actually kind of a good thing because you can let kids handle this car. You don't have to worry about them just snapping parts off of it. Um, you don't have to worry about them destroying the car or anything like that. Kids can't handle it. Excuse me. It will take some. It'll take a little bit of abuse. So for that, it's a good car for that reason. And just uh, just to kind of touch on some of the improvements on the casting on this car here, we're going to turn it back around to the brake end. We're going to show you this brake chain underneath the brake wheel. Yeah, see it right there? That is a lot more depth to detail than the old blue box car. We'll get that blue box car out and we'll take a look at it here. Set that off to the side there. Okay, here's the blue box car. Again, same PS, 4,740 cubic foot hopper right there. And the chain to me just appears it's got a little bit more depth on the Ready to Roll car than the old blue box car. And again, we're talking, well, gosh, probably 20, 30 years difference in their ages. So you could expect to see some improvements. So anyway, and as far as the McHenry couplers, I don't want to make it sound like I'm just bashing them, because I'm not. I like McHenry's couplers simply because they're good, what I call, they're kind of a glorified train set coupler. They hold up better than your typical HO train set coupler from back in the day. And, if you're not going to run just insanely long trains, heavy trains with no helpers, these couplers will hold up. I mean, as long as you don't just slog 40 or 50 cars, with no locomotives pushing, up to 20 to 25 cars. I mean, they'll hold up for a while. But these cars here, I probably will change them to KD 158s, because when we run cars like this at the club, the West Plains Mall Railroad Club, where I mainly go to run my trains during the holidays and such, we had issues with some of the Athearn cars that were equipped with the McHenry couplers. In fact, we've had a couple of them that had the couplers actually fail. I mean, they actually broke the pulling faces out of them because some, and it sounds bad, but like I said, we were running really long trains, and once you get past the threshold, I believe for these couplers is 35 cars. Once you exceed that, these couplers start to have issues. So like I said, a lot of people like putting KD couplers on. I do too. I love their couplers. I run them on most of my cars. These here, as I said before, these three here will probably get them. But if you don't change the couplers on these cars, it's not a huge problem. I mean, they, under what I call normal model train playing, they'll hold up just fine. I mean, it's just if you're planning to put these in, extremely long, heavy consist, my suggestion would be remove these couplers, put either and put your favorite type of KD coupler on them, because the KDs will just survive much better and perform much better. So anyway, with that said, that will do our review for this 3-pack of Montana Relics. And just as a side note, I'm glad that Athearn is doing road names like the Montana Link and some of these smaller roads. It puts them in the spotlight. You know, it's not just, you know, nonstop BNSF, Union Pacific, you know, the big guys. I mean, it's not just them all the time. You do get some variety. And I personally, I'm glad Athearn does this. They have an SD45-T-2 in the ready to roll line. That is also decorated from Montana Rail Link. It is a good looking engine. I don't have one, but it's still a very good looking engine. But you know, like I said, I'm glad they're, and not just Athearn. There's several other companies doing this that are kind of bringing these smaller railroads out to the forefront. It's nice to see. But anyway, that'll take care of our review of these cars. And like I said, hope you enjoy it. Like, subscribe, comment, and also like and subscribe to the West Plains Mile Railroad Club, their YouTube channel. I mentioned this on the last video. Good bunch of guys. Be sure to watch their videos too and check them out. And you know, check out their Facebook page too. They have a Facebook page. You can get in touch with those guys through that too. But anyway, be sure to like and subscribe and comment on my channel. And thanks again for watching. And we will see you when we review the Scale Trains operator engines. We will probably do these in 2 parts. I don't know if I can do both of them in one video. I'll probably have split these into 2 parts like we did the value train stuff. So we'll cross that bridge when we get there. But anyway, be sure to tune in for the next one. So see you then and be safe.